Hello students, this is our second video for our chapter presentation of data. In the previous video, we have come across various terms like variables, types of variables, discrete variable, continuous variable, different terms that we have seen: frequency, class, class length, then types of frequency distribution. Two types. One is discrete frequency distribution for our discrete variable, and briefly the meaning of continuous frequency distribution for our continuous variable. We have come across two types of classes: inclusive class and exclusive class. Let us first revise what is exclusive class. Exclusive class, that is the upper limit of the given class becomes the lower limit of the next succeeding class. Such class is known as exclusive class. For example, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. 0 to 10. 10 is the upper limit of the class. The next succeeding class 10 to 20. So upper limit of previous class becomes the lower limit of the next class. Such class is known as exclusive class. Second point which we remember, that is the upper limit of the given class is not included in the same class. 0 to 10. 10 is not included in the same class, but 10 is included in the next succeeding class, that is 10 to 20. The second type of class is inclusive class. Inclusive class. In this class, upper limit of any class and the lower limit of the succeeding class is not same. Then such class is known as inclusive class. Example: 0 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29. And one more thing, lower limit and upper limit of the same class are included there itself. 0 to 9, 0 also and 9 also are included in the same class. This was the last topic which we had seen in our first video. Today proceeding further, conversion of inclusive class into exclusive classes, as well as we are going to see one more term, that is mid-value. Converting inclusive continuous frequency distribution into exclusive continuous frequency distribution. Here the class limit is replaced by class boundary point. Lower limit is replaced by lower boundary point and upper limit is replaced by upper boundary point. So we derive the formula: lower boundary point of a class is equal to lower limit of a given class plus upper limit of a previous class divided by 2. Let us see one example. I have written one example here. Inclusive class 1 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. Suppose we take second class, that is 10 to 19. Therefore, 10 is the lower limit of class and 9 is the upper limit of previous class. Therefore, 10 plus 9 divided by 2, 9.5 is the lower boundary point. Now, if we take the first class, that is 1 to 9, then imaginary class with same class is assumed. So, lower limit is 1 and 0 is the upper limit of previous class. Therefore, 1 plus 0 equals divided by 2 equals to 0.5. This is how we find the lower boundary point. Now we calculate upper boundary point. Upper boundary point, upper limit of given class plus lower limit of next class. What is upper boundary point? Upper limit of the given class plus lower limit of next class divided by 2. Same example, 1 to 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39. So suppose first class 1 to 9, then 9 is upper limit and lower limit of succeeding class is 10. Therefore, 9 plus 10 divided by 2 equals to 9.5. Let us see one more class, second class, that is 10 to 19. So, lower limit of the same class 10, upper limit 19 and lower limit of the next class, that is succeeding class 20 to 29 is 20. So 19 plus 20 divided by 2 equals to 19.5. In this way, we are able to convert the lower limit to lower boundary point and upper limit to upper boundary point. So our same inclusive class will be 0.5 to 9.5, 9.5 to 19.5, 19.5 to 29.5 and 29.5 to 39.5. Upper limit of previous class becomes the lower limit of next succeeding class. The class interval remains same, that is 10 itself, and the frequency are also not going to change. The next term which we discuss is, that is mid value, and mid value is an average of class limit is called midpoint or mid value. So formula we can derive is value of upper limit of class plus value of lower limit of same class divided by 2. Example is given here, class 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So first class 10 upper limit, 0 lower limit. So 10 plus 0 divided by 2, 5. Second class 10 to 20, 20 upper limit, 10 lower limit. So 20 plus 10 divided by 2, 15. Now students, when class length is equal for all the classes, you just find the mid value with this formula for one class and go on adding the class length to each mid value and you get the mid value for the next succeeding class. Students, let us see one example of continuous frequency distribution. Here is one illustration. following are the ages in years of employees working in a school. Data is given to you. Form a continuous frequency distribution of 7 classes. One instruction is given. You have to form only 7 classes. Not one less, not one more. Is that clear? And our first class should include the lowest value and the last class should include the highest value. So let us first find out the lowest and the highest value from the given data. So I write down over here minimum age. Symbolically, if I want to write, I will write it variable x, that is age, lowest value L. From the given data we can find out 27 is the lowest value, 27 years. Same way, maximum age. In symbol I can write it as XH. And from the given data, the highest value is 57 years. So this is the first step to find out the lowest and the highest value. Now we calculate range. First video I have taught you how to find the range. Maximum value minus minimum value. That is 57 minus 27, 30 years. This is the given range. Now second information which they have said, we have to prepare 7 classes. So class length is not given. We are supposed to find out class length. So class length is equal to range divided by number of classes. So range is 30 divided by 7, which comes to 4.29. So here we take, as we know that 4.29 we get, but class length is usually taken as positive integer. Now suppose if we take 4 as our class length, then 7 multiplied by 4 is equal to 28. It means the value is less than range. And we know that C into K either greater than or equal to R. So our class length C will be 5. Is that clear? Once again, class length we always take positive integer. So suppose if we take 4, then 7 classes into 4 will be 28. 28 is the value less than range, and class into number of classes, that should be either greater than or equal to range. So the next integer after 4 we take our class length as 5. Now always an heading is required to our sum. So I write down an heading: exclusive frequency distribution of age of 50 employees working in a school. Now my lowest value is 27. Now first column I prepare age of employee exclusive class. Second column is telemarks. And third one, number of employees. And that is our frequency. Okay. Now the first class which I am going to prepare should include my lowest value 27 and taking class length as 5. So the first one 25 to 30. Now in exclusive classes, so 30 becomes the lower limit of the next class. Class length 5, 30 to 35. 35 becomes lower limit of the next class. In this way, we go on preparing our classes. 45 to 50, 50 to 55 and 55 to 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last class includes my highest age 57 years. Now we are going to put the tally marks according to the age. Students, I am going to show you the method. The very first value is 32. I just put a cross over 32. 32 lies in class 30 to 35. So tally mark here. Next one 45. I cross it. 45. Now exclusive class 40 to 45. 45 is not included here. 45 is included in the next class 45 to 50. I put a tally bar over here. Same way 35. So 35 is included in 35 to 40. Tally bar here. 45 again. 50 to 55. So you got the idea how we put our tally bars, and in this way all this data 34. So I am going to put it 29, 41, 30 comes in the next 32, 35. In the same way as I have shown, I have calculated this sum. You can see after each 4 tally marks, the fifth one is crossed. It becomes a bunch of 5. So calculation becomes easy. Counting. Remember 3 columns which we prepare. Heading to be given and total comes to 50. Sigma F, that is sum of frequency. We have cancelled one value. I have shown you so that no value is repeated again. The main point which you have to remember here, exclusive classes, so upper limit of the same class is not included in that class. That upper limit value is included in the next class. Once again, suppose 35, then 35 is included in 35 to 40. 45, then 45 is included in 45 to 50. This was one illustration which we have seen of continuous frequency distribution. Okay, I hope you have understood this.